Braden Shoemake swinging at the first pitch and drives one deep to right field. Back it goes. This ball is gone. With a bang, we start the bottom of the fourth. Braden Shoemake homers. His 16th of the year, he circles the bags, and Gwinnett jumps in front. It's 1-0. That allowed another Striper run to score. 0-1, yanked on the ground. Hot shot, dug out by Sanchez. To second, that's one. Shoemake turns into first. That's two, inning over. 5-4-3, the Stripers go around the horn and keep Jacksonville off the board. Double in the second, now he drives one. Deep left center field. Going back is Zimmer, track, wall, goodbye. Joe Hudson blacks one out of the yard. And the Stripers back on the board. It's now a one-run game in the bottom of the sixth. Off the line at first, Shoemake down 0-2. Bases loaded, the pitch from Burke. Fisted. Backing up is Romillard, he can't see it. It's into left center field, a base hit. Dean is in, Williams is in. A two-run RBI single with 2 outs for Braden Shoemake. And Gwinnett breaks it open, it's 5-1. Taking off for second, Zimmer, out of the crouches, Trump. His throw is money, and out at second base. Third, and now this one is lifted high in the air, down the left field line. Burdick going back, it's gone. Dominic Marolio, what an introduction. His first game as a Striper, his first home run as a Striper. Second, the pitch, and it is lined into left field. Crook was playing in shallow, reaches back, can't do it. He cannot make the catch, it's going to the wall, and the Stripers are going to take the lead. It is Trump, it is Park, at second is Sanchez. 3-2 Gwinnett in the last of the fifth. Bases loaded. Soroka has Valet down 0-2. He throws. Valet strikes out swinging. Soroka with one of his biggest pitches of the night leaves him loaded. Grant Holmes, he's going to supply the power. First pitch. Taylor swings, lifts a high fly ball, left center field. Back toward the track is Wall, but he's squaring up, and the Stripers win on Thursday. 24-year-old right-hander Chase McDermott will start the last of the fourth on the mound, as he has the previous 3 for the Norfolk Tides, and he'll be facing 33-year-old veteran Jesus Aguilar. Batting cleanup for the Stripers tonight and trying to spark something for Gwinnett in the last of the fourth. On the first pitch, he watches a breaking ball run across the zone and then outside of it for ball 1, but a challenge has been called for by the Tides. They have 2 challenges remaining. Kobe Mayo asked for one, and that challenge was upheld, and now this challenge is going to be won by the Tides. That ran right through the very outer edge of the strike zone for strike 1. Now McDermott in the wind, his 53rd pitch runs off the outside, and that is definitively ball 1. McDermott, 4-pitch guy. His 1-1 is a breaking ball. That is his curveball. And he throws in the high 70s. Also has a 4-seam fastball, slider, and changeup. Lifts the leg, throws his 2-1. Another breaking ball swung on and tipped back into the glove for strike 2 by Aguilar. Jesus Aguilar, National League All-Star in 2018 with the Milwaukee Brewers. 2-2 is down low. Good take by Aguilar. And a strikeout earlier in the day, not in this game, but on a very similar pitch. And McDermott was trying to get him to swing over the top of that breaking ball. 3-2 is inside, ball 4. Fastball run to the inner part of the strike zone at the knees of Aguilar. But that is a veteran's take and a understanding of the strike zone that you really kind of only develop by being in this game for as long as Aguilar has. So he walks. It's the first leadoff walk issued by McDermott, although it is the 4th of the game. As I mentioned, Aguilar, a National League All-Star with the Brewers in 2018. We'll get to the Braves-Brewers game in a second. Joe Dunan takes the first pitch that runs outside, ball 1. Alan Winans, who has been spectacular all season long for the Stripers, in his Major League debut against the Milwaukee Brewers at American Family Field in Wisconsin right now, and he has been sensational. It's 3-0 Braves. Winans has allowed just 2 hits. 1-0 to Dunan, trying to paint the outer third as McDermott but he oversteered the breaking ball. And it's 2-0, but we've got another challenge called for by the Tides. And this time they're wrong. So they're down to one challenge. 1 for 3 in challenges. And after the first game, I think we only had one challenge, but we've had 3 in the last 15 minutes. All called for by Norfolk. 2-0 to Dunand is a strike. Fastball run to the southeast corner of the strike zone. Aguilar on at first. Set out the belt is McDermott. Nods at his catcher and throws. Skips in, takes a high bounce, and high enough that Aguilar's going to take second. Well, it caromed off the ground, and I think caught a piece of Maverick Hanley's catcher's gear, and that is what sent the ball upward in the air, and it's suspended in the air long enough that Jesus Aguilar, who you could very easily describe as a non-base stealing threat, he moves up to second. Now runner in scoring position for Dunand. 3-1, hit back to the screen. Was a pitch up and into Dunand, a breaking ball, and backed up on McDermott just enough that you can't define it as a hanger, but Dunand could have turned on it and sent it out to left field. Now it's 3-2. Aguilar leads off of second, and the 3-2 dives away from Dunand. He holds off and walks. Back-to-back walks for the Stripers. Well, that is what has held McDermott back in this game. Besides that, he's been dominant, but can't categorize it as A-plus work because of all the walks. He's now walked 3 of the last 4 batters he's faced. Here's Braden Shoemake with 2 on, and Shoemake squares to bunt, pulls back. First pitch runs below the zone. That was the changeup at 85. And the Stripers, with runners at first and second this year, still looking to break through. Shoemake hits the 1-0 back to the screen. They're hitting 187 with runners at first and second, and have the least amount of RBIs in these scenarios, and with nobody out, they would love to get at least 1 run in. 1-1 to Shoemake is chopped foul. It bounced down the first base line and onto the grass. Handled there by Lewin Diaz, the first baseman. And we'll flip it up over to the Tides dugout. Fresh baseball served up for Chase McDermott. It's Aguilar at second, Dunand at first. Both the runners walk to get there. 1-2 to Shoemake, floats up and out of the zone. If you just say runners in scoring position for the Stripers, numbers not that much better. They're hitting just .228 on the year. Aguilar in scoring position for Shoemake, and he clubs this one down the right field line. Going to be close, hooking in the corner. It is foul. Dives out of play at the last second. Straight down the right field line. The number reads 335, and that probably traveled 320 feet in fair territory. So it's 2-2. Good battle here between McDermott and Shoemake. Here's the pitch. Shoemake swings, drives one center field. Back on it's McKenna. Still back, on the track, reaches up, makes the catch. This is going to allow both runners to tag, as he had to tap the wall to generate some momentum to throw it back toward the infield. Aguilar to third, Dunand to second. Productive first out. Sent off the bat of Braden Shoemake. I'll bring up Chadwick Trump, who now holds the second longest on-base streak for the Stripers. It's now at 17 games, and that's active on-base streaks. Von Grissom extended his 17 on-base streak. in the previous game, and now is up to 18 with the first inning walk. Anyways, Trump takes a strike. Poured across the zone by McDermott there. He wasn't messing around. Runners at second and third for Chadwick Trump. The 0-1, Trump hacks and misses. So he goes down 0-2. Walk back in the second. 2 walks in the frame and a long fly out to center field have put 2 in scoring position for the Stripers catcher. 0-2, 1 away. 2-0 Norfolk, last of the fourth. McDermott throws and Trump strikes out. Climbed the ladder, came up empty. And he walks back to the dugout after striking out on 3 pitches. Very disappointing at bat. Here's Hoy Park, who has been sensational for the Stripers as of late. Hoy Park having one of the better Julys in a Striper uniform. Walked off the game on Wednesday. And Park with the best OPS on the team in July at over 1,000. First offering, a wave and a miss. After the high fastball, it's elevator up, elevator down. Breaking ball below the knees of Park. Oh and 1. Stripers trying not to waste this opportunity. Here it comes, inside. Good take by Park. A tugged fastball at 95 miles an hour from McDermott. Tying run at Dunan is on at second. Stripers' first run of the game represented by Aguilar third. The 1-1. Park lofts one. Shallow left center. This one's getting heavy. It's down. Base hit. And this game is tied. Aguilar and Dunan score. Hoy Park delivers once again against the Tides. 2-2 in the fourth. And for all the jam shot floaters that Norfolk has got in this series, seems like things have turned around a little bit in this game in terms of the luck factor for the Stripers. And Nolan Kingham double play, and then one that Park muscles in the air and puts it in the perfect position. Ortiz with a dive stretching out in left center field, can't come up with it. And the Stripers even the score. Get the first 2 on, and they almost stranded them both, but Park makes sure that the Stripers get something out of this inning, and they get a lot. They tied this game. Now Daniel Robertson behind in the count, 0-1 after watching the first pitch strike. Robertson struck out looking his last time up. McDermott throws, and the 0-1 is slowed way down, almost caught the outside corner. But Jose Matamoros says just a fraction outside, and it's 1-1. McDermott up to 77 pitches. Stripers have made him work in the fourth. This is the 6th batter he's faced. 1-1, and Robertson dribbles it foul. Over towards the Tides on deck circle, where Kyle Stowers will lead things off. Maverick Hanley and Lewin Diaz. Stowers' home run back in the second inning is the reason the Tides are even with the Stripers here in the last of the fourth. Just 2 hits for Norfolk, 1 for the Stripers, and it's 2-2. How about that? 1-2. Robertson hits it back to the screen. Having trouble finding the barrel right now is Daniel Robertson. And he certainly has to be frustrating. You want to talk about polar opposite ends of the spectrum for the Stripers offensively. You have Park, who's batting over 1,000 OPS in July. Robertson down at 578, worst on the team. And McDermott picks over at Park. Park diving to the right field side of the bag, back safely. Robertson still without a home run for the Stripers this year. Has 10 RBIs. Gonna need an extra base hit to bring in Park at first base. 1-2. Park leaning towards second. McDermott's aware of it. He throws back, and Park dives back safely. McDermott with the baseball at his back. Nods at Hanley, comes set at the belt. He throws. It's a pitch out. Back to first goes the throw from Hanley, and Park is hosed. Park took a large secondary lead, was not expecting the pitch out, and they didn't care if Robertson was going to draw even in the count. They just wanted to get the runner, and they did. So the second pickoff of the game.